Sharpton, founder of the National Action Network, host of Politics Nation right here on MSNBC, and a man who has some history with Bill O'Reilly, which is why I wanted to get your perspective. He's someone who has attacked you a lot in the show, someone that you went out to dinner, I believe, with at the restaurant Sylvia's in Harlem, somewhat famously, producing a somewhat bizarre epiphany in Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly, race and white identity politics was always central to what he did on that show.
Absolutely. And when you talk about an epiphany, he later said in the interview he was surprised at the conduct he saw at Sylvia's restaurant, a famous restaurant in Harlem, that people were not dancing and carrying on.
They were not yelling, and I quote here, MF or bring me more iced tea.
Right.
This was surprising.
So it shows this is a personal reflection of a night that he and I were arguing, as you say, he would often attack me. It showed his perspective. He became the spokesman for the right wing in this whole.
Many of them are ill-educated and have tattoos on their foreheads, and then, you know, how are you going to, and I hate to be generalized about it, but it's true, the white establishment is now the minority. And the voters, many of them, feel that this economic system is stacked against them, and they want stuff. I didn't hear a word she said. I was looking at the James Brown wake. Summing up, left wants power taken away from the white establishment. They want a profound change in the way America is run. Slaves that worked there were well-fed and had decent lodgings provided by the government.
Slaves were well-fed and provided for. So, in other words, we treated you nice, but you were slaves.
Cold.
And for this kind
of
language to
day
be
after
going
day,
over
night after
day after day and become commercially successful
Extremely.
was very, very troubling, if not...
I'm sorry to mute it, but this is the only time I would ever agree with this motherfucker. These two motherfuckers, it's the only time. I'm sorry. That bitch ass motherfucker, yo, for years, nigga. Oh.
He called you a race hustler. Was a term he used about you. Was he a race hustler?
I think that the question, I'm not going to exchange calling names with him, but I think he certainly promoted a very clear and in no way nuanced white nationalism, and he said the white establishment, like he was a spokesman for it. We are the minority, the white establishment, which was in its own essence race-based, and he, I think, really felt that way in all that he expressed.
You know,
That is so true. I'm not a race baiter. You guys know me. You know, if you're out there, I'm not a race baiter, but that shit is so real. Just anybody.
80s and 90s and the racial politics of that.
Right.
And in many ways, so did Bill O'Reilly and so did Donald Trump. There's a kind of continuity there of the cauldron of that kind of era of racial strife in this city that I think defines the worldview of both those men.
I think it's true, but the irony is, you know, I marched against Mr. Trump around the Central Park Java Camp, something you and I have talked about, and I've had my battles, as you said, for all those years with O'Reilly. We get called the hustlers, we get called the names, we get called all kinds of non-complimentary terms for fighting against people who say. I was made to read by Dr. William Jones, a book by Reinhold Niebuhr, Moral Man in Moral Society. When you have an institution that seems to create an environment where that's allowed based on race or gender, soon that institution has to be corrected.
Reverend Al Sharpton, thank you for making time.
Thank you.
Coming up, why did the president say an armada was actually going the opposite direction more than 3,000 miles away? Sean Spicer's creative attempt at answering that question, and why was it deeply